We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Oh, yes, bitches.
Oh, yes, bitches. This is
Here we
Yeah.
are. We told you cruise control is still here.
I'm still alive, barely. This is the Nothing Sickness. I'm sickered. I'm sorry. The Nothing Sacred, excuse me, show, or Nothing Sacred. I am the stopped up cruise control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And
bitches.
Yeah, we haven't done a little two of us ride in a bit, so fucking
Yeah,
that's
so
me.
James and Crystal and Kim and all you guys who love us just to do shows and you don't like
Yes.
interviews, this is it.
Yeah, we're
Here you
back.
go.
We're throwing you a bone.
Yeah. Little
And if
bone
you're-
for the month of May. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if you're eligible and not batshit crazy, maybe we'll throw you more than just a bone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know what? I'm fucking tired of all these crazy fucking dating, dude, or trying to find.
Actually, that's funny. There is a thing I want to say. Talk about dating,
dude. I've just been thinking about it. Just like it's just impossible because, and one of the reasons why is goes back to people can't disagree anymore. And you can't, and you have to agree with everything for everybody. Like, well, this is kind of a general story, but it also goes towards meeting with somebody or trying to find somebody you might want to be compatible with or something, even friends or anything else. Well, I guess we'll start with this. By the way, folks, I'm sure you can tell I do have a little cold.
So it's okay. You don't sound that bad, dude.
We'll go with, right. But yeah, well, it's weird. This before we go, I guess I should go just a little bit about this cold. This is like one of those staged colds where it started out with a sore throat, like on Monday.
Okay.
Because I got back from this trip. I went out to this trip with this group of mine. I don't want to get too specific, but the group was we went out and we had a great weekend and stuff. But you're around a bunch of people, you get sick.
Right.
And so I wake up, Monday, my throat's a little scratchy. I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit. This is not that bad though. It's just a little scratchy. Maybe it's because of the weather. Wake up Tuesday and it's full blown neat cough. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have one of these.
Taking a cough drop.
Yeah. But I had to go buy cough drops. I was like, fuck, I need cough drops. My throat was like sore. I'm like, oh fuck. And my sinuses were bugging me. I had a little sinus headache.
Oh,
okay. Wednesday I'm feeling a little better. Wednesday I'm feeling like shit still actually. And then I'm like, oh no, we'll see how I feel. Thursday I'm feeling a lot better, like a ton better. I'm like, all right, this is great shit, All right, then Friday I'm feeling even better. And then Friday night all of a sudden, why am I getting stuffed up?
Oh, the cold has a comeback. I've had those before.
But it's not even a comeback. It's not even coming back as the same. It's different. My throat's not really that sore anymore. But my fucking whole head is like dripping, dude. Like I'm fucking blowing just fucking wads of fucking boogery on my face, dude. It's like that boogery that it's not even like real boogery. It's just like it's a snot that sticks to your whole face. Like if you blow your nose, it just blows all over your fucking face. It's like drip, like hanging there.
Yeah, and it's liquid. It's liquid snot. You know what I'm saying? Not
liquid,
dry.
liquid, but like not total liquid. It's got the little film. It's almost like a slime.
Oh,
it's like totally slimy. So you can't blow it correctly on your fucking on the tissue paper because it just doesn't really go like that. It's like it's like it's a nose barf, dude. Like and I was like sitting there in the toilet. I'm like blowing nose. And I'm like, why does my face feel like 5 minutes after I blew my nose and I fucking feel my face is like a splooge on my cheeks. If I had gone anywhere, there'd probably this big old fucking nasty
booger dripping down your face and
well, spread around my face. So anyway, I went to this place, and there's cool people, really cool people. It's a group of people that I'm involved with, and it's a theater group, and it's very, very good people. Like I said, great people, but they all think the same. And they all think the same about a lot of things, and a lot of things that I might not agree with. And I don't talk about anything. I don't bring it up because
you don't want to get alienated. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and I don't want to get alienated. But I also, it's not that big of a deal to me. Like the people are nice. What I'm doing with them is great. In terms of performing and stuff.
Yeah, and you enjoy.
I enjoy and I enjoy their performing. And their company's pretty cool too. Like I said, they're not mean people or anything. But I know that once, or if for some reason I said something that they did not agree with. it would change their whole outlook on me, even though I've been completely cool with them the whole time, for like months, for like almost a
Yeah,
year.
like all of a sudden, if they heard the podcast and they're like, "Oh, dude, he's one of those people."
Yeah, or
You
just
know,
anything, any kind of belief system. It's almost like you can't. So like, 'cause they believe certain, and I'm like, I know there's certain things. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff they say, a lot, but
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care because, like I said, they treat me well, and we treat each other well. We have fun around playing games and like card games and stuff like that. And we joke around.
right, right,
We but I know, like I said, if I said something that they didn't agree with, they'd ostracize. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with most people now is that you like if you go on a date with somebody, let's say you go on a date and then you say, "Oh, I believe this," "Oh, we," and then all of a sudden you say one thing that they don't agree with. Like it's almost like religious, man.
oh yeah, yeah, like they're that dogmatic about it. Like,
Yeah,
huh? What? You think that a woman doesn't
yeah,
have a right to an abortion? What? And you're like, oh shit, and then you've blown the whole date.
yeah. And he
So
kind of, and that's the same thing that could happen in a so I can't really say anything because, like I said, they have, and that's another thing about these people, and most people in these society, they know most people believe in them. They know that people are scared to say anything in a
right,
way.
right, yeah,
So they know they can say whatever they want. Oh, I believe in this and this and this, and women are oppressed, and this and this is oppressed, and men are this and that. Making little jokes, and it's just like, uh, you can't do it, but they're so brazen about it. So you absolutely know how they feel about things. You know how they
right,
feel about everything. While the
right,
people that are quiet, they just assume that you agree with them. Like, oh well,
right. They're assuming, oh, okay, he's on board with me. I think.
yeah, and you're like, I don't really, like overall, in terms of like, well, I've disagreed. I mean, hell, me and you disagree about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, people love when we do, by the way.
Well, yeah, of course, and it doesn't make me like you're a fucking asshole.
Right. Like it
You're a
never
bad
would
person.
yeah, would never
You know.
destroy our friendship ever.
Yeah,
No, hell no.
you're a bad person, dude. You don't believe the things that I do. Everyone
Yeah,
else
yeah.
agrees with me, and everyone thinks that this is. Well, here's an example. J.K. Rawlings is awful. Okay,
Oh,
and
okay.
J.K. Rawlings is awful because you know who J.K. Rawlings is?
Yeah, she wrote what is it?
Harry
Not Lord of the Rings, but
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. There we go.
Well,
Yeah.
she believes that trans women should not be competing in women's sports, and they shouldn't be going into women's bathrooms. And
Well,
she believes that trans women are men, and they're not actually women.
and that's
And
normal thinking.
but here's the thing though. She also thinks that men are part of the patriarchy, and that men are evil. I mean, not men evil, but men are violent, and they oppress women, and women are oppressed by men.
Oh
So
God.
and but
Okay.
here's the thing about though, the people that are in that group, that circle,
Uh,
they also think that that patriarchy is evil. So they
right.
agree with J.K. Rowling about that. But since she doesn't agree with them about trans women competing in sports, they hate her.
Now they hate her just for that one reason.
Even though
Yeah.
she agrees with him on pretty much every other thing, climate change, racism, colonialism, all that bullshit, wokeism, like I said, patriarchal feminism, that kind of stuff. But she
Right.
doesn't agree with them about this thing, and now she's a bad person. Her books are shit, and she's shit. It's like, but you agree with her about 90% of everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
That's
can't, you
yeah.
can't, you can't disagree with them.
Nope. Like even on one facet,
Even on
God
one
forbid.
facet,
Yep.
because you're an evil person. If you don't, everything else you agree. Well, nope.
If you're clicking on all three cylinders and not that fourth one, they're going to hate you
Yep, and
automatically. Yep.
and if you'll notice that yourself too a lot, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, and that's why I try to be very, even if it's somebody that's a possible prospect for dating,
yeah,
it used to be back in the day, even if somebody who had different beliefs than I did, I thought it was kind of cool. Like, okay, opposites attract, this is kind of dope. But
yeah,
now it's like they almost have to pass this test. Like even when I was dating with Kim for a while, it was like, all right, when she said, I don't know what woke is. And I was like, oh, good, you've passed.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, and she wasn't into the whole trans thing and she thought it was fucking nuts. And so I'm like, okay, yeah. We're compatible.
yeah, and exactly the thing, and you kind of have to do that, not necessarily because they disagree with you, but because the people that don't agree, that don't think that do think about like the things you don't agree with are fucking crazy. They'll be like, fuck you, because you know that at some point, if she would have said, oh, yeah, I agree, you're like, uh-oh, it's going to come up at some point
Yeah. And
where
then I
I'm
would
going to
have been
say
like,
something. I'm going to say something that's going to make her go, you're an insensitive racist.
yeah. Well, and I kind of assumed this is,
Yeah,
I was trying to be open because, at one time she was gay, whatever.
yeah,
But, and I was just like, oh boy, I don't know how this is going to go. But then when she voiced more of her beliefs and opinions, I was like, oh, okay, so she's not one of those people. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that's what made her a possible prospect.
And that's the thing. Like if, and that's the sad part is that you know, because you know, and I think it's not even because they disagree with you, but it's because you know it's that the people that think like that are
they'll hate you the
they'll
minute you
hate
bring
you
it up.
because it's not like that. It's not because of what they think. It's because like you know that they think that, so you're like, oh, they're gonna fucking hate me because, because
Right.
I don't fucking you're a fucking transphobe. It's like I just don't. I'm not. You do what you want with yourself. I'm just not into it. You're you know you're this and that. You're a misogynist because you don't believe that.
I gotta say though, man, I've been pretty lucky in running into like-minded folks. You know what I mean? Like very few people in my circle are like that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why that was kind of my thing against with the improv to begin with, man. And
yeah, well,
those people were.
Yeah, theater people are like that, man. Theater people are totally into that shit, man. They are really artistic people. It's for whatever reason, you know, musicians, theater, all that shit. They're all progressive, you know. They're all really like, and they go the fucking full yards. They go they can't just be like, oh well, you know, I believe that anybody can do what you want, do what they want, you know.
Yeah,
No, you can't, and of course, don't ever say I don't care what you do. It's like,
oh, that means you don't. Yeah, you don't care about them.
yes, you don't care about them, and you're not. So what that really means, you hate them. No, I just don't care.
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
I dig it. That's why it makes it difficult for dating and stuff, you know.
or even hanging out with certain people, because I'm sure I could be friends with a lot of those people. But if they did find out certain things that I believe, and I know if they do, it's going to happen. I'm just going to say that's why I didn't mention it.
Right.
And if they have a problem with it,
out of respect for you.
You know? Yeah, exactly. And if the problem is like, well, I've always known I disagree with what you said because you've never not talked about it. It's not like I'm really hiding it. I'm just not. I don't really want to talk about this shit. I've realized.
Right. It's not necessary.
I'm tired of. No, if we're doing hanging out, you know, playing a game, you know, we all, you know, and that's the thing. Is that these people think that these conservatives are all evil and I don't understand. It's like, is it really that, or is it really that you're just you're judging them and you don't want to actually just enjoy hang out with them as just people?
Yeah. Well, these are the same people that talk shit about people that are you're judgmental.
Yeah.
But they're the most judgmental fucks in the world.
Yeah, people that have moved they've moved away from places or don't talk to their families anymore because they have different beliefs. And it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like during COVID, dude, I lost a lot of friends on Facebook. You know, some people that I was actually really cool with, you know, all of a sudden, you know, I voiced my opinion about COVID and other things, and they're just like, oh God, oh no. And then they'll either fight with me or, you know, but I lost a few friends, man.
I'm expecting at some point, you know, and like I said, I'm expecting at some point, you know, someone just to ask that's the worst thing when someone asks you about your opinions and then when you tell them, and then when you
should it matter?
and then when you tell them and it's different than what they expect, they get upset. And it's like, well, you asked me.
Yeah, yeah. Or they have this. I know with me, in my case, you know, people say, "But you're disabled. What? You don't believe that? You know, you're not a liberal." No. So, you know, it's like you're supposed to be. You know,
I like the way you said that. No.
Fuck no. Well, it's just like, could you imagine, like, you know, me being, because I'm blind, I gotta think this way. I gotta.
That's the way people are. Have you heard the new one? The new. Would you rather choose? Here's the new feminist thing that women are getting all or feminists are getting all crazy over. It's, would you choose a bear or a man? And if you're in the woods. If you're in the woods and you ran across, you had a choice of running across a random strange man or a bear, which one would you choose?
They choose the bear?
Of course, because a bear just wouldn't rape you.
Shit, a bear will maul the fuck out of you.
Yeah, but that's that point. They're trying to say that women are so afraid of men because of how bad men are, that they would rather choose the bear than a man.
Dude, you're hanging out in some bad situations, man.
Oh no, that's actually a Twitter thing. So that's all over the internet. It's all over YouTube and Twitter and all that shit.
I guess I try to avoid some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just kind of.
I like to know. I kind of see it as like recon, man. Like I'm kind of like figuring out what the fuck's going on and know everybody, because a lot of people fucking think this shit, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're just trying to have fun and your goal is to jump on stage with people who like improv or do other things, you know, this is gonna sound fucking like, oh, you're not fucking being true to yourself and being, you're hiding what you believe in. Yeah,
Nah, you have
because
to.
that's fucking life, man. You gotta do it everywhere you go, man.
Yep.
Doesn't matter
Yep.
where you. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. Well, especially in work situations, you got to be real careful, because I know there's some shit sometimes
Yeah.
where I'm like, oh, I gotta hold my
Yeah.
tongue.
And I'd be doing exactly the same fucking thing if this group was a Christian fucking improv group and I happened to be involved with it for some reason because they allowed anybody in, but they were mainly Christians and going, oh God, we have a prayer sermon at the beginning of each of our improvs. I'd just sit there and be quiet and let them do their prayer thing. I'd be like, all right, I don't believe in it.
But I'll tell you, I don't, dude. I used to think that they were some judgmental motherfuckers, but
they're
man, these guys are way worse.
Not a lot. Usually they'll go, okay, we respect the fact that you don't want to join in prayer with us.
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah. That's yeah. It's fucking nuts.
It's religified in its own way. It's
it is. It is a religion.
But it goes the same way with people. So I'm trying to find. I'm actually at the point where I'm trying to look for, like I'm at the point where I'm starting kind of happy with where I'm at, and I'm like looking for someone to fucking maybe meet, Well,
right.
why not? Like just look around more, just because I'm like trying to see if there's anything in more than I have in a while.
Right.
And I'm like, there's.
Oh, it's I've kind of given up on it, dude. I mean, matter of fact, this is a kind of cool transition because that's the other night. I went with my brother and my dad. We went to go see this comedian that we knew, and we met him years ago. We're talking in the '80s or whatever. But anyway, we're eating outside at this place, and there's these like 8 drunk women, and my brother's listening to their conversation. He's like, dude, these are your kind of women. He's like, I'm almost ready to walk you over there and all this other shit. So then today we're having lunch, and he's like, dude, he goes, they were interested, man. They catcalled us a few times. I was like, no, not really. I mean, we walked out and they kind of, greeted us a bit, but I didn't pick up any, that they were really hitting on us. And so
matchmaker, your matchmaker,
dude. He was like, yeah, man, you kind of clammed up, man. I'm like, not really, because number one, I already know I've seen my movie way too many times, man. And my shit, it's like the women that I like don't like me, and the ones that I'm not into at all are all over me. And that's just how the fuck it works, man.
Dude, certain people gotta be fucking go there, man. Come on, you like, oh, dude, like, I don't fucking want to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's it. I'm happy. How things are now.
It's not even that. It's not like you're shy. It's like, oh, shucks,
yeah, exactly. It's just like, hey,
girls.
Well, and here's the other thing.
Be brave, man. You got it, man. You can do it, man.
And
Max, you can do it.
As a visually impaired mofo, you understand this. You can't see what looks people are giving you.
Yeah.
So if you walk over and make a mistake, and be like, hi, how you doing? They might be like, get the fuck out of here, weirdo. What are you?
Not only that, but that's not how you roll. You're not going to do that.
No, I don't.
And it's not like it's not. Yeah, it's good. It's not because you're. Hey, Max, listen. I know you can do it, bro. I know. Listen, you don't have. You got a lot, pal. You got a lot to offer, bro. Your personality shines if you just let it shine. Go over there and talk. Go over there and talk to him, man. Come on, you got it.
That's the shit he was saying. He was like, he's like, you're Mr. Radio. You're Mr. Podcast guy. You got the personality, man. I mean, come on.
You're gonna go, I do. You really think so? You really think so? Do you, bro? Yeah. Got it, man. Okay, I'm gonna do it. All right. I'm right behind you, just standing here. Just walk forward, man.
This is why I brought it up, because I wanted to hear your reaction to it.
Right, dude.
That's funny as hell, man.
See, that's the way people always, they think, oh, well, it's been a while for that guy. It's like, yeah, but not
There's a reason for that.
And it's what, of course, the reason is because you're shy and you lack confidence. Motherfucker, I run an improv group. I see 15, 20 new people every fucking week in 2 weeks.
Right, you run the group, man.
I'm scared of people. Fuck you. I'm scared of fucking fat old people that I don't find attractive.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where you're just like,
drunk. They're drunk too. They're right for picking, dude. Just drop a hey, listen, I've got some roofies in my pocket. I'll just drop one in there before you go over there, and you can talk to them. They're already drunk, so they're
I'm your wongman.
That's what you want. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking to hit
I
on
want a drunk chick with a foul mouth.
Yeah, I'm looking to hit up on drunk chicks with foul mouths while I'm out with my dad and bro at an old person's comedy hour. Yeah, let's go.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Fucking looking for, yeah, picking. Oh, look at that chick. She's 70 and wasted. Oh,
Like, yeah, and that's the other thing too. They're not necessarily attractive when they're drunk like that. It's kind of like, oh shit, like
that's what you should ask him. Good. Do you think I find drunk women attractive?
He has this weird idea of
he like the trashy, drunky, fucking.
I like a chick who's a little trashy, but at least has a little bit self-respect too, man. You know what I'm saying? So not just somebody who's just out there fucked up talking shit.
So funny, man, how people don't understand that.
No, not at all. It's just like, come on, man, it's pussy. It's you should want it.
You could do it, man. You got it. I believe in you.
Well, then he said something to me about,
bro.
Sometimes you could just give a woman a compliment. He was like trying to give me like advice. It was pretty funny.
You're like,
yeah, homie, this is from the guy who just broke up with his girlfriend of 8 years or whatever.
And it's probably going to get back with it, right?
Man. Well, they got back together, then they broke back up. So
yeah, take advice from that guy, man. That's the
guy. Exactly. Really... Well, when G Motors was out here, we were all supposed to go have lunch, including his girlfriend and her mom. Yeah. Well, then my mom texted me like the day before. She's like, it's just gonna be me, you, and Jeff and your brother. They broke up again. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Like, come on, Max. Listen, right over there, that chick over there, she's going to date you for years. It'll be futile. You'll have a lot of troubles and problems and headaches, and then you'll break up and it'll be over like it never happened. Go get it.
It's going to be great. Don't you want that?
Go for it. Come on, man. It's better than nothing, bro. It's better than nothing.
That's what that is, man. It's like he's still one of those people that needs someone in his life to feel self-worth. Well, that's another thing. Okay, while we're on his shit. So today he's asking me about, he's like, so what, man, what do you have planned for this year, man? Any goals, anything you want to do? And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm actually pretty happy. And he was like, and see, here's the thing, dude, people mistake, being content with being complacent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And again, why not? If you're content, why aren't you complacent?
Right. Well, and
you're content now.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how he's talking.
Don't enjoy your contentment now. Realize it's not going to last, and forget about it. Just don't work. Just don't enjoy the contentment. Just think about how you can be content down the line.
Because
well, if you're happy now.
That's what he said. Something about you're always striving for more. Don't you want to grow? Don't you want to? And I'm like, look, man. And I had to explain this to him. I didn't want him to think I was attacking him. But I said, man, I don't think you're very happy with your situation right now. And he was cool about it. He didn't take it as an attack or whatever. But I said, yeah, I think you're not very happy with your situation. And this is why you're saying this. And he's like, well, I guess it is that I'm not happy with things the way things are. And I'd like things to be better. And I'm like, well, see, for me, I'm happy with the way things are. I don't feel anything needs to be changed.
Yeah.
That,
and that's the trick, man. Cause I'm happy with shit as it is now. I'm fucking rolling, man.
Yeah.
So if I do meet someone, it's like a cherry on top. It's not like,
oh, cool.
No, and everything else in my life is so great except
I don't have anyone.
I've got two improv groups, three improv shit. I got my band's getting back. By the way, Zoomer's getting back together. Getting back together. I've got Ranger and Cruise. I've got all this other shit going on, but I'm not with someone.
And life is not complete without. Life is nothing unless you have someone to share it with.
You got to be fucking, especially considering how it was last year, dude. Just be grateful that you're fucking got everything going. Jesus,
see,
grateful.
And that's the thing too, man. Because that's what I brought up with my brother too. I said, look, man, you got to remember back to 1998 when I couldn't find work, life was miserable. I was a miserable motherfucker. And I said, man, life is so much better now. I mean, I got a job, I got a home. I never thought I'd be here. So this,
you have nothing really to worry about, man. And that's probably the best way I can look at life is, what do you have to worry about? Not having a girl. That's not a worry. That's a want. That's what
Exactly.
you want, and you're not looking at your life going, wow. Because what if you did have a girl and it's just, I don't like your improv groups. You're never spending enough time with me. Okay, I guess I have
I'll
to
quit the
drop
improv for
drop one
you,
of my
bitch.
groups, or no, you can't go over to practice for Zoomer tonight because it's our 3rd week anniversary. Fuck that, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not saying that like obviously that's women are, or relationships aren't necessarily that, but that's the way a lot of, if you're settling for it, it is. Well, at least I'm with somebody. No, man. If you're happy, you got shit. Like I said, you have nothing else really to worry about, and we generate worry, man. We generate fucking worry all the time,
Building
dude.
drama, homie.
Building drama, man. Oh, we gotta. Well, yeah, I've got this. I got this band. Something. Oh, but I need love. So I'm gonna
Well,
go up to a strange
I don't know if
drunk
he was
lady, and yeah.
I don't know if he was just talking specifically about that, but I think he was talking about professionally. He
Well,
was like,
it's
"Don't you want to move
everything.
up?" I'm like, "I'm happy where I'm at.
No,
Actually, I don't
why
want
would
to
you
move up.
want to move up? What the fuck? Do you want to be?
No, no, I
It's like,
don't.
do you? It's like I just want to ask. I want to ask people like that. Do you really know what you want? What you're getting? Do you really? Don't you want to move up and have more stress in your life over things that you can't, control? You're making more money though. Ooh, that's what it's
Yes,
really about.
that's a how
It's
much.
really about why
Yeah,
aren't you content with more money?
no, not
No,
necessarily.
not if I'm in a fucking job like, would you like your fucking boss's job? No.
Fuck no. Oh God, no. Oh hell
But
no.
that's what you
I
gotta
I'm.
strive to, buddy. You could be the
You could
district
we could run the
districts.
organization.
You
Wouldn't
could
you
be the
want that?
district functractor of the fucking state. You could be
Yeah.
fucking making fucking decisions about other people and dealing with all the stress and bullshit. And
Fuck that, man. Ah, hell no. I have enough trouble with one person under me.
yeah,
You imagine having all these people under me. Like, no, fuck.
exactly, man.
Nah, I'm
And
good.
also with that becomes less risk because as the block of the block of the blick of the block, you can't have the show. You have to be more of
Ah,
a block of the block. Fuck that
yeah,
shit, man.
that's another thing that, like the freedom you have now. It's like, this is perfect. Like, you can't ask for anything better.
Well, and I think it's also like I said, being content with yourself. Like because people, I could be this in the same way. Well, you need to you need to get a job, dude. You need to get a job. And it's like, okay, listen, who are you affecting in your life at your job? Well, I'm a customer service agent and I'm making money, and I'm affecting people every day by getting their packages. And I'm like, all right, how are you really affecting people? Well, I get them, this is my Big Mac every day. Already. Well, you know what I'm doing every fucking week, and new people discover an art form in there. And I've got older people who don't have much else going on in their lives coming to my group because they look forward to it every fucking week. And I wouldn't be
Oh,
able to do all this if I didn't have this time to do all this. So in other words, I'm affecting my fucking community, you know,
well,
well, you're fucking worried about, well, what can I climb up the corporate ladder?
but you know what? It's all what you hold
Exactly.
important. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, some people have
And that's fine.
yeah, except but not everybody has the same wants and needs and all that other shit, So
But the thing is, you're getting judged by it. You're getting judged because he's thinking, well, you're not. Because if he's asking you that question, he's thinking you're not doing enough with your life.
yeah. Oh, of course, of course.
And that makes you go, who the fuck? What the fuck? Like you
This from
said,
the guy
I love that
this from the guy
response.
who lives at his dad's house at 46 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, homie. So you're kind of projecting a little bit is what it is.
Yeah.
That's why I said, you don't, because he always complains about work and, oh man, all you do is work and you're a slave and you're a this and you're
Exactly. And yet he wants you to be more of a slave because because you're right. I think it has a lot less to do with what you're actually doing and what he's doing. You're absolutely right about that.
Totally.
That projection and you catching him on that and just pointing it out to him nicely, going, "Hey, are you sure this is more about you than it is about me?"
Yeah, and he couldn't argue it.
And
he was cool about it. He was cool. I will say he didn't take it as an attack, which is awesome.
And I think that's a growth point on his part. Is that I think 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I don't know how long he would have taken as an attack. Like, well,
yeah,
he would have gotten more defensive and came at you a little bit more about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I kind of explained it. I said, "Hey, man, I just I wasn't attacking you, dude." And so he kind of joked with me. He's like, "Oh, you're a bitch," just fucking around.
Yeah.
But I could tell he was just being funny. So but no, I had to cover my bases because I was like, "Oh, this mother, he might take it as an attack, dude. Like I'm talking shit." But I wasn't. I'm honestly like, dude, I think you're the one who's not very happy, especially some of the stuff my mom tells me about some of the conversations they have.
Yeah, well, of course, so. because that's a certain way people do that. So people because it's an instinctive way of like making themselves feel better about themselves.
totally. Like, well, what about you? What you got going on, man? Are you don't you want to grow, bro? Don't you want to, get out there and be something better than you already are?
Yeah, you gotta keep growing it. Yeah, but growing is a lot. There's so many different ways to grow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, even the other day when we were with my dad, he asked me at one point, he's like, "Hey, man, you ever thought about going to law school?" And I'm like, "Fuck, no." And I told him, I said, "I'm 48 years old, man. I'm not looking for a career change at this point. I'm good."
It's like,
so,
what is he? You should ask him, maybe ask him at some point, what are you looking for, dude?
Well, here's what I think he wants, because he always talks about this. He keeps saying stuff about I gotta get my own business. I gotta start my own business, which is another thing. You got to have the mindset for that. I don't believe he does.
Dude, that actually is another thing I've been really thinking about a lot lately, and this is one reason why. You have to have the mindset about it. You also have to understand how it changes things. Money changes everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like, let's say we had this go to a business. We're gonna make nothing sacred more of a business.
Yeah, we're gonna be a business. We're gonna make
money. Talked about
this
many times. It ruins shit, man.
Oh, it does. Well, shit. I remember doing music. Remember how I love music, but then all of a sudden now it's like a job, and it's like, this shit sucks.
Yeah, because you're thinking of like, who's gonna come to the shows,
who's gonna buy my CDs.
My improv group is the same fucking thing. Yeah.
So you do it because you love it. That's what you got to stay doing, man. You can't, all of a sudden go, I'm going to make this my career. I'm going to do what I love. Well, then doing what you love actually turns into a
job. It ruins it. Yeah, it can ruin that shit. And I think the only way you do that is if you're making so much goddamn money about it, just not doing it, and you still enjoy it.
Well, if you enjoy that part of it, for sure.
If you try, like I tried with improv for a year. Remember, I was running that business, with
oh, that's right, with that guy. Yeah.
And everything worked out well. There was no scam involved or anything. But the whole time I'm going, oh God, how many people are going to show up? Oh God, we got to grow the business. Who's going to come this week? Oh, we only had 5 this week. We had 8 last week. We got to change our way we do our games and make them more. We can't offend people because we have to grow the business, and because if it's about growing business, you have to kind of tone things down. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, you got to appeal to everybody. You know, kind of.
Or the same thing with Zoomer. If we can make this a big thing, we can go on tour. It's like
that's what ruined it last time for you, right?
Yeah, a lot of it. But more of it was it was about expectation, and there's a lot more involved now. But definitely that's part of it. It's just letting all that shit go, and now shit's dropping in my fucking lap, dude.
That's it. When you give up on some shit, don't chase it all the time, then it actually comes to you.
Yeah, because you don't care, and you're like, oh shit, this is all right. I'll take this, because you're enjoying it, and enjoyment comes through. It shows through when you're really relaxed and enjoying something. It makes everything so much better, especially when you're doing things in front of people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or you get some kind of feedback or whatever, if it's minor or
Yeah, well, yeah, but you're still like, oh well, I'm doing this for myself. So if you don't like it too much, well, where you can go.
Right. It's just like, hey, we enjoy it, and we're getting what we want out of it. So what the hell does it matter? It's not like it's blowing up and it'll make it squeaklins, So even that doing the radio show at All Talk for years, it was just like, I was enjoying what I was doing, and people would say, well, do you have sponsors? No, I don't want to do all that. That's a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, but everybody keep coming up to me. It's just so funny. People, well, you should do a show here. How much do you charge at the door? I'm like, well, we'll see how much. You make 5 to 7. Well, if you did this, you could make this. And it's like, fucking everything's got to be looked at as a way to fucking make money. Every goddamn thing you fucking do, dude. Every fucking thing you do is you could make money out of it.
Something.
You can't just enjoy something. Like, you're really good at that. You could make money out of it.
It's like if you're a fisherman, all of a sudden, hey man, you just like to go fishing.
Yeah,
well, dude, you could be a professional fisherman and sell fish to restaurants. Well, maybe I don't want to do that.
You don't want to fucking do that. You should be doing this with your improv, and you should get posters and put them everywhere. You should do. I don't want.
The point is, cruise control. You could be doing more.
Yeah, dude, you could be doing more. So step up to the plate and walk up to that drunk girl. You can do it. You can do more. You got so much potential to make money. Make money, to have a number that's in your bank account go up, and it makes you feel better about things because you can buy things and and get more things that fill up your life with meaningless shit that you don't need.
Right. Exactly. That's just what I need. Just what I want.
Yeah, you just need. Yeah, it's fucking amazing, man, dude. why, Max? You were a failure as a musician, dude. You were a failure. You
and
didn't.
a radio host, man. Fuck,
you didn't
you
fucking
make
money,
money.
man. You didn't make money.
That's and you know what?
You
That's
grow
what people
your
base it on.
brand. Then grow your brand. People calling yourself a brand now.
Not a brand. Fuck, it's just me and my buddy having fun. You know,
but you could be doing so much more.
Like,
You could be doing so much more with this, man.
I know. We could just climb to the top and get very big. You know what, man? You got to leave that little YouTube shit. You got to get on XM radio, man. That's what you got to do, pally poo. You know, so then people can tell you what to do and what to say, and then you got to follow that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, but the trade-off is you'll be making more money.
Oh, won't that be great? Won't it be great? Like, money doesn't make you happy. Why don't people get that? That money does not make you happy. You know, I even know with the job I've had, I've gone through some bumpy times where I was like, fuck, I was not happy. You know, so it wasn't money that made me happy. That's some bullshit.
No, it's not. It's basically having your needs met, basic needs met. It's all you're really doing. And that's kind of the scary part. The more I get older, I'm getting more liberal in certain ways because I'm getting to the point like fucking why shouldn't fucking healthcare be paid?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't there be food? Why shouldn't you shouldn't have food? You should work for food, but you should pay taxes on this. It's like I'm paying taxes on fucking midnight basketball and shit. Why can't I would rather just how about we just give that money to people and just let them have a
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's this whole everything is money.
I used to be more about that, like well, you got to earn your keep. Obviously, you have to earn your keep.
Sure. I still believe that.
Contribute to society. At least in some way contribute or try to contribite to society.
But I mean,
but like if you break your leg, you're in debt for 20. Well, sorry, you broke your leg. You slipped on some ice outside, and you broke your leg. Now you're in debt for 25 years.
Yeah, you're damaged goods now. Okay. Well, that's the thing too. Yeah, medical is a fucking huge. They ass ram you, and you got to pay it. And it's like, why am I? Okay, my insurance didn't pay it. Why is it up to me to pay this shit?
Yeah.
That's the thing that always pisses. Those bills go in the shredder, dude. I don't even pay those motherfuckers. So, and people are so worried about that too. Oh, the credit. You got to build your credit. There's another thing.
It's all meant to keep you. It's a system that's based around a meaningless system that's becoming more meaningless as we go along. That's why, you got these people on YouTube with these Patreon or these super chats. You
can donate to talk to them.
Donate to fucking send them a message like, come on, you can send us a super chat. Oh, $50 suit, and they're sending all this money, and it's so easy to fucking do it, but I just couldn't. I can't.
That ain't me, man.
I can't do that shit, man.
That just I would feel dirty doing it, man. Honestly,
here, send me $50 so you can make a comment on what I'm telling you.
Or here's
thank you.
Here's another one. Where people they're doing ads within their videos. The sponsor of today's show is blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck, man, really? Now you're putting your own bullshit ads on here.
Yeah, and they're doing it like, if you give my code blowhard to fucking
put in my code, you're
to
gonna
the
get
wallet code. Yeah, I use this wallet all the time, and they send it to me free, and that's why I use it. But I would have never have fucking bought the goddamn thing unless they sent it to me and asked me to fucking get paid to be fucking sponsoring it. But still,
and I love this. I see them, and a lot of them have the same sponsors too. Like Scentbird is one that people seem
the wallet one, the Edge wallet or the Ridge wallet is another one that they use all the fucking time.
I haven't seen that one. I've seen Scentbird, and I've seen
Blues Shoes.
Morgan and Morgan is another one. It's an attorney. I've seen several YouTubers being sponsored by them. Or Guardio is another good one.
It's like, what do you need it? What do you need it to pay? You just need to, well, they're paying me because I need money to not have another job to do this.
Right. So I can be a YouTuber full time. That's what I want to do.
So give me your money so I can be a YouTuber full time, which is fine.
If that's what you want to do.
And the thing is, people are making. I just can't.
I don't. For me, that's not.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that's just not my thing, man.
It shows you how worthless money is to a lot of people. I'll just give this guy $50 because he's talking about wrestling on fucking YouTube.
Right. I like what you do, man. I'm supporting the channel.
Supporting the channel. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, $50. You could
like, dude, really?
Give that to fucking somebody else who's actually, really fucking needs the money, if he wanted to be really, I'm just supporting the channel.
Yeah, I believe in them, so I'm gonna spend $50 so I can have my chat mentioned or something.
Which is fine. If anybody wants to give us money, fine.
Great, yeah.
Guys, come on, send us some money. Go ahead, send us some money, people.
Yeah, in our super. Well, actually, we don't go live, but you know, the ones that go live do that shit.
If we did, we'd be encouraged to do super chats. We'd be almost told that if we didn't, we'd be stupid. Because, and in a way, we would, because we could probably make some money off it.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. But it's like
I couldn't imagine you doing. All right, this episode of Nothing Secret is brought to you by Scentbird. Actually, it's not. By the way, we're not saying it is. So
no, we're just making fun of it.
We're making fun of it. Okay, we'll also make another. I'll make a.
How about Jism Bag or something? You know, something that doesn't exist. Well, maybe
there
is a
smell vulture.
Smell vulture.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's some. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. But I'll speak. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, speaking of doing growing and all that shit. So I'm on my HOA board.
Oh yeah. Stories from the HOA.
Well, I can't give you specifics, but here's the thing, dude. They want to do meetings all the fucking time, and like last Sunday, my buddy Anthony sends me a text, and the emails are ridiculous too. I get slammed with dumbass emails about the landscape. And here's some more pots for the fucking outdoor landscape, shit that I'm just like, okay, I can't,
You're like, oh, this is cool for a couple of weeks. Now it's like, oh, fuck this shit.
Yeah, exactly. I was even telling my buddy Anthony, I was like, man, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this, man. I might jump off in a year or something. But he texted me last Sunday, and he's like, hey, dude, I think we have a meeting at the clubhouse at 4:30. And I'm like, what? And so then I texted this other lady on the board, and she's like, yeah, we have a meeting at 4:30. I'm like, oh, God damn it. And they were wanting to meet like every other Saturday. And then there's times they want to meet like during the week when I'm at work. And I'm like, well, guys, I'm at work. Well, could you jump onto the Zoom link real quick? And I'm like thinking, man, thank God I have the job I have. But if I had a job where I had a boss standing over my shoulder, there's no way I could fucking do that.
Yeah, of course not. How do they expect you to do that during the day, during the week?
Yeah. There's been times where they were like, well, do you think you could just jump on this? We're having a meeting Monday morning. And, I'm like, fuck.
That's another fucking, it's a fart sniffing fucking conglomerate, dude.
Oh, totally. Totally what it is.
We're going to get together, and it's going to be more important than anything else in our lives. We're going to make it so important. So we have to have meetings all the time because this is the most important thing, because we're a big group. Oh yeah. They're all,
we got to discuss things. Where's a lot of projects we have in the works? That's what it is. It's all these projects.
Okay. We'll discuss it in the meeting every 2 weeks on Saturday or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, but that's not enough. When now we had one meeting with a problem owner and some other shit, it's just like, and these are just long, dumb fucking meetings. And I'm just like, oh God. And then inevitably they start looking at landscape shit, and they're like, oh, well, what about these pots and these rocks and this and that? And I'm like, oh fuck, dude, enough.
You should just say, I'm sorry. Once you get to that point, let me know when you get to that point, because I won't be any assistance to you. So I'm going to leave.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and there are times where they're like, we're going to walk around the property. You don't have to come though, Max. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm always happy that, when they do this.
You can't
I can't offer anything.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be saying, oh yeah, let me feel the pots and see how they feel.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, that would go great right there.
You should fucking freak them out and sign some fucking like petition, like write some letter, like, as a blind person, I feel left out of this.
I feel like
I would like to be brought around to the property areas and have someone walk me up and let me feel the damage. I want to feel the different pots and places where they are, and I'd like a designated person.
I need a guide.
Think about what they would do. They'd lose their shit, dude.
I'm sure.
Oh my God, we gotta. They wouldn't go no. They would go
okay, let's find out ways we can include you more.
How are we going to accommodate? Okay, so walk over here and fill this pot. Yeah. Okay, this should be over here. I'm going to put your hand over here where the pot should be. All right. Well, I don't like that. I want it over there. But it doesn't. I don't care where. Are you saying
I like it here?
Are you saying that my perspective as a blind person does not matter? I want the pot in the middle of the driveway.
Yeah, should be in the middle of the parking lot right here.
Yes, that's where I run into fucking pots and fucking walls and shit on people's driveways. So I need to fucking
I need one right there. Yeah, that stuff like doesn't mean shit to me. And there's other things too where they want to meet, and discuss, like they want to have a matter of fact, they want to have a meeting the week of the 13th when we're moving. And they're like, yeah, we're going to have a board meeting at 1:00. And I'm like, sorry guys, I'm working, I can't be there. And they're like, it's okay, Max, it's fine, you don't have to be there for that. But I'm still like, so they're cool when I can't be there, but still it's like,
wow.
fuck.
So do any of these people work in the way you do?
Well, except for my buddy Anthony, he's a teacher at at one of the colleges. He teaches accounting.
How do you fucking do that during a week though? I mean, I don't
But
understand.
But the other two that are on the board are older. They're seniors, so they got all the time in the world. They're not working.
Then they need to go work around you. See, this is if I were on that thing, I'd probably be like, listen, there's 4 of us. We need to come up with a strategy to have meetings, and you can't just have meetings whenever you want to have them. Emergency meetings. If you are going to have an emergency meeting, they need to be in the evening.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I work during the day. There's 4 of us. You need to accommodate all 4. Well, I bet these other 2 people have been on the fucking board for like 8 years.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Yes, they own that shit, and they think they run the goddamn thing and can tell you exactly what to do all the time. Probably.
Oh yeah, that's their thing. Like, we're gonna have a meeting. So then me and my buddy are just like, fuck, and even he was like, man, they want to appoint me to be the treasurer. He's like, I'm already dreading it, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I because we both talk about it a lot, and I'm like, man, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stick this out.
Well, you need to fucking in my opinion, you need to fucking stand up and throw your dick on the table.
Well, that's true, and just be like, sorry guys, I got it. Well, there's been a few times where I've had to work.
You say we need to talk about scheduling because I work at certain times, and you guys can't keep continuing to just schedule this shit and not tell me. Like, how long in advance?
Oh, they do. They send out an email. Like the thing on the 13th, they sent that out like last week, but they were pretty much talking about, okay, so the board meeting will be. It's almost like they don't give you a say.
That's what I'm saying. That's and you have a right to have a say. You have a right to say, well, we need to figure out times that work for all of us because these times are not working for me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I can't just do it from work all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You have the right to say that. They can't. You're and I'm sure the same thing with Anthony. He can't do that during the week if he's got to.
Yeah. Well, he has kind of an interesting schedule because some of his classes are online. So he can do that.
My point is that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
if you don't want to do it during the day, then there's 4 of you guys. You have to figure out a time to do it that works for all 4 of you. It's not there's 15 of you. There are 15 of you. Then be like, all right.
Yeah. Then that's one thing. Although, and I don't really, honestly, I don't mind being excluded from some shit sometimes. In this case.
Okay,
well, because there's like one time I had an event on a Saturday and they wanted to have a meeting, and I'm like, I'm good, man. I gotta work. It's an event, so I can't, we can't do this. So you guys go have your meeting and that'll be it. And let me tell you, man, the meeting was at 10 in the morning. I got back at 2, and these fuckers were walking out of the clubhouse and they're like, hey, Max. And I'm like, damn, what are you guys doing here still? And they're like, oh, we just finished our meeting. And I'm like, this shit went 5 hours, 4 hours.
Good God.
So yeah, dude.
Looking 4 hours? Good God, dude. That's ridiculous.
It is totally like a whole Saturday, like 10 to 2. Like, fuck, dude, I get hungry. Fuck you. I gotta go.
I need to fucking fill up my butt, my stomach, man. I gotta get this hangover out of me.
Right, exactly. I got
fucking deal with this shit. I gotta get back to it. I gotta go in and work out and fucking watch fucking Predator fucking
or whatever. So yeah, it's becoming a little bit much, man. I think I may have bitten off more than I can chew, but I'll stick it out for a little while and see if it starts to really become a problem. I might just say, hey guys, I'm sorry. I can't. This is too much for me, man. I can't. You need somebody who's going to be able to devote. Well, what it is, I think they want people on the board that live on property. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the people that own in here don't live in the complex.
Of course, yeah.
So you want people on the board that live here. But god damn, dude, you got to accommodate a little bit. You can't just be having these meetings when they want.
Yeah.
Call a meeting.
The one thing that I've obviously, have you noticed things getting done more that you've been on there?
They are doing some things. Yeah, they are actually. There's shit happening. Stuff. They're actually fixing stuff. Although it's a long, dumb process too, man. Like our carports that blew down last month. They're still waiting waiting for that to go through and for that to be approved. And, they've got to have these letters written, and our attorney and, let's get this through our attorney. Let's make sure this is all good and everything. The verbiage is right. And so it's a lot of bullshit, man.
Yeah. That sounds like it, dude.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of bureaucratic. And then I don't even know if they're going to be able to open. I mean, we had another thing with Southern Nevada Health District, and they were dinging us for dumb shit, dude. Like, oh, the spokes at the bottom of the gate are too far apart. They got to be closer, or that's got to be fixed. So we did all this shit they told us to do, and supposedly they gave us the approval, but there's still some kind of holdup somewhere. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
It's
because I think
bullshit, man.
yeah, totally, totally. So there's a holdup everywhere.
That's kind of funny. Like you go, I'm gonna go in there to change things. I'm gonna try to get the. You're like, oh fuck, now I know why all this shit happens because
yeah,
fucking incompetence and fucking bureaucracy and other bullshit.
Well, that's it. The more you try to change the system, the more you become like the system.
Yeah.
And start rolling with it. And you're just like, fuck, I didn't improve anything.
It's like it's like don't stare into the shadow too long or you'll become the shadow. You'll become the monster.
That's real shit. Well, it's like, when people say, I want to run for office because I'll get things done.
Yep.
And it's like, no, man, you gotta sit there and kiss ass with everybody else. And so yeah, it's kind of bullshit, man.
Yep.
So anyway,
cool,
that's
cool, man.
Some of my shit. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No, man. We just needed to roll for kind of nice little bunch of bullshit in. I just wanted to get that out about that was my big thing about that. Just like I said, it's just frustrating because you want to relax completely around people,
but you can't be yourself all the time.
No, and not only that, you just like I said, I don't want to talk about a lot of that shit, but I just know at some point if it comes up, I'm not going to lie.
Sure, I'm not going to be like, yeah, man, damn right. I think the patriarchy is destroying this country, Jimmy. Yeah. That's like, that ain't me, man. Come on, dude.
I'm not going to lie, but I'm prepared for it, and that's kind of sad because otherwise I'm still happy. I'm really happy. The group's great, like I said, amazing group of people, dude. Like I said, in terms of just like playing together and just really good people. Like I said, they really do care about your well-being, and they're really good people.
Right.
They haven't showed me any kind of things that show, but that's the scary part about everything is that one
they see a side of you that they don't like,
Yeah, it's like, and it's not even a side. It's just a belief that they might not agree with, so I'm concerned about it, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be surprised.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Anything else going on, man?
No, man. I think that's it. That's about the extent of everything. So,
by the way, a moment of silence for the Golden Knights. They have.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, I hope I didn't spoil anything for you.
Yeah. No, I already know, man. So, well, shit. It happens.
Yep. It's okay. It's but what are you gonna do? It's just a sport. You cry. Yeah. I used to be goddamn. I used to be a goddamn. I would.
I remember, man. You used to get so worked up over Laker games and shit.
Oh,
get mad and punch things, and But I never got that way, man. I never was, never was angry at the team or anything.
I won't get that way again. It's funny how you grow. Like I just stopped doing that after a while. I was like, that's stupid.
Right. Like I don't care about it anymore. Well, that's the thing too. You put emphasis as you get older, things that used to mean something. You're like, what the fuck? Why was this such an important, kind of like a mutual friend of ours who makes up imaginary girlfriends. We used to try to work as hard as we could to disprove it. And now it's like, man, just go ahead.
It's just like, whatever you're going to do, man. Deal.
Yeah. Makes you happy? I'm happy.
Exactly. So. If it makes you happy.
Damn right.
All right, man. Well, this has been the Nothing Sacred Show or Sacred Show for May. What is the 5th? 2000. Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. So people are having an excuse to go out and get drunk. Yay.
Oh, yeah. And hey, you notice I'm not out getting drunk tonight.
Funny. Dude, it's Cinco de Mayo, though, dude.
Yeah,
come on, man, you gotta go. That's how people are now with that and with fucking
St. Patrick's Day.
It never used to be like that. You're like, yeah, dude, St. Patrick's Day. It's like, who fucking cares?
All right, New Year's, all this shit.
Well, New Year's has always been big, but fucking St. Patrick's Day and fucking Cinco de Mayo, they never. Now it's like, you're not gonna go out for St. Patrick's Day? Oh, dude, it's gonna be crowded tonight. St. Patrick's Day. It's like.
Or I'm sure, like when I go to work tomorrow, I'll have people in my building. So did you go out for Cinco de Mayo?
Yep.
No.
And they'll say it that way. Home. They'll say it the same way. Did you go out for Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah. And you're like, no, I did
Cinco
not.
de Mayo? Yeah.
Well, that's another thing, man. People really want, like, everybody always wants, what's new? And you're like, well, if it was something new, I'd tell you. Like, if there was some new shit going down, I promise you'd be the first to know. But then people are like, well, how come? Yeah. Or you'll say, nah, man, that's just kind of the same shit. Nothing new. They're so incredulous. Like, no, nothing
Oh,
new.
nothing. No, thank God. I like it that way, motherfucker.
That's what I keep telling my mom because she's always does the what? Nothing new, nothing exciting going on with you. And I'm like, no. See, there we go again. And I think that's more projecting too. Like,
Yeah,
you ain't got shit going on, so you figure that I must have a lot going on. And it's like, no, I'm just.
And if I
chilling.
don't, there's something wrong. It's like
I told her, I said, boring's good. I like boring.
No news is good news, man.
Exactly. That's what I keep telling her too.
Cool, man. So, well, this has been the Nothing Sacred Show. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there.
Bitches. See ya.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.